Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please take a second to subscribe to my YouTube channel to become part of this family. Yes, I mean you, the one watching the video right now, and I know you are doing it.
Are you a beginner database learner and you are worried about how to insert thousands of data into your tables at once? Yes, I mean how to insert bulk data at once. If that is your worry, then this video is actually for you. I'm going to walk you through a step-by-step on how to insert bulk data, I mean thousands of data at once. Get along with me.
I have my Microsoft SQL server opened and we can go straight to write our query to insert bulk of data, thousands of data at once into our database for convenience. Now I'm going to use a database called DDT and I'm going to insert the record to TBL student. Now, so before we start, let me invoke the database that I'm going to use so that my query will go in there straight. And also, let me give you the view of my records in the table to make sure that there is no data in the table. So as you can see, I have 0 records in the table and I'm going to insert bulk data into them at once. Now, before you write your query, you need to make sure that you have a source where you are going to pull your data from. So in this instance, you are going to use a CSV file. So I have 10 records in here right now, and these records are going to be inserted into your database. Now you need to make sure that the fields in this table or the rows in this table correspond to the number of columns that you specified in your table. Yes, so let's go ahead and make sure that all these things are being well checked. So I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 columns specified in my table. Now when I go to my CSV file, I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 records. So let me edit the header so that it can be clear for us. Yes, so this is the header. So I have 9 fields in this records. Now you need to also make sure that the data that you are going to insert, the data types which you are going to insert into the tables correspond. So this, for instance, need to have the varchar data type, you have the integer, date. So you need to make sure that all these things are well checked before you can insert them. Now let's go ahead and write our query to insert the data we want. So, and one thing I love about SQL is that almost everything you do starts with the name of what you want to do. For instance, if you want to insert data, you start with insert. If you want to update data, you start with update. Delete starts with delete, and changing record starts with alter. So it makes memorizing queries very easy. So you are going to start by saying bulk insert. Then the next one is you bring the table name. So bulk insert the TBL student. Then I come to the next line and I say from. So there must be a source where we are pulling our data from. So you go to where you've saved this CSV file, then you copy the path. You copy the path of the CSV file, then you put them in single quotes, parentheses like this. Then now this file contains more data, so you need to make sure that you bring the name of the file that you are going to pull the data from. So in this instance, my file is called book1.csv. After that, I move to the next line and I say width. Now I open and close a parenthesis to give some definitions on how this data should be inserted. Now, we need to specify the format of the file that we are inserting so that SQL will know that yes, the data that we are pulling is from this file format so that we can do the background checks and allow the data to be inserted. So we say format is equal to CSV, then comma. Now, when you open the CSV file, where should the code start to insert the data? You see that this first one is just titles, so we don't need them. This one are just titles, so we don't need them. So we need to start from the second row. So we go ahead and say first row, meaning the first row in the database, or the first row in our table should start from the second row in the CSV file. Now we go to field terminator. How do we terminate fields? So that we'll be able to specify each row or each data. Is we are going to use comma to terminate fields. How do we terminate rows? So you say row terminator is equal to backslash new line. You need to make sure the new line is small letter, not capital letters. Now, when you do this, it means yes, you have to bring a comma here to get this error. So once again, let me show to you that this table does not have any records in there. It is empty. So let's go ahead and run this query to see if the data will be inserted for us. So it says, yes, before you also insert any data, you need to make sure that you've closed the CSV file. So that is why it is giving me error. So I am saving the CSV file and I will close it to make sure that when I run the code, it will go. So now I have closed the CSV file. Now let me run it, and you see, voila, 10 rows affected. When we go to the CSV file, I have 10 rows in there. Now let's view the structure and see. So you see the data is now inserted. So with this, if you have thousands of data, you can insert them at once just to ease the stress of writing inserting too. So thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe to improve this community. Thank you.